He was small for an NFL running back, but when Doug Martin stepped onto the field, he ran like a giant. Explosive, relentless, unstoppable. He didn't just play football. He lived it. Every carry, every hit, every yard was earned, not given, and now the football world stands still, mourning one of its brightest lights. Doug Martin, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers All-Pro running back, has passed away. He was only 36 years old. His family released a statement that broke hearts across the sports world. It is with great sadness to inform you all that Doug Martin passed away Saturday morning. The cause of death is currently unconfirmed. Please respect our privacy at this time. For many, it doesn't seem real. Doug was more than just a name on a jersey. He was a story of willpower, a reminder that size doesn't define greatness. Doug Martin's journey began in Stockton, California. A quiet kid with big dreams, he spent hours training alone, running hills, lifting weights, and watching his heroes on TV. People doubted him. They said he was too short, too stocky, too small to make it big. But Doug never listened to the noise. He believed in something greater, in outworking everyone else. That fire carried him to Boise State University, where he turned into a star. He wasn't flashy, but he was fearless. Every time he touched the ball, defenders braced for impact. By the time the 2012 NFL Draft arrived, Doug had done enough to make teams notice, and then came the moment that changed everything. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected him 31st overall in the first round. A small school kid stepping into the biggest stage in football. From the very first game, it was clear. Doug Martin was different. He ran low to the ground, his legs churning like pistons, defenders bouncing off him like he was made of steel. That rookie year was something special. 454 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, a trip to the Pro Bowl. In one unforgettable game against the Oakland Raiders, he rushed for 251 yards and 4 touchdowns. Commentators called it one of the greatest single-game performances in NFL history. Fans called him the muscle hamster, a nickname he laughed about but one that showed how much people loved him. But success in the NFL is never a straight road. Injuries came. Pressure built. Seasons that started with hope ended in frustration. Yet, through it all, Doug never stopped working. In 2015, after battling injuries and setbacks, he made a comeback that silenced every critic. He ran for 402 yards, earning his second Pro Bowl selection and first-team All-Pro honors. It was redemption, pure and powerful. He reminded everyone that heart matters more than hype. Over 7 seasons in the league, 6 with Tampa Bay and 1 with the Oakland Raiders, Doug Martin built a legacy defined not just by numbers, but by effort. 5,356 rushing yards, 30 touchdowns, 148 receptions for 107 yards. But statistics can't capture the spirit of a player like Doug. He ran with emotion. He played with something deeper, pride, passion, and a love for the game that couldn't be measured. Teammates often said he was quiet in the locker room, but on the field, his actions spoke louder than any words could. When the team needed a spark, Doug delivered. When the game was on the line, he asked for the ball. After news of his death spread, tributes poured in from across the NFL community. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers released a heartfelt statement. "We are deeply saddened to learn of the sudden and unexpected passing of Doug Martin. Doug made a lasting impact on our franchise, and that impact runs deep. He wasn't just a player, he was part of the team's identity." In 2020, when the Buccaneers celebrated their 50th anniversary, Doug Martin was named one of the top 50 players in franchise history, a true honor that reflected his contribution to Tampa Bay football. Doug's story is one every young athlete should hear. It's not about fame or fortune. It's about perseverance, about believing in yourself when no one else does. He once said in an interview, "Every time I get knocked down, I think about the people who said I couldn't make it. That's what pushes me to get back up." Those words define him. Even after leaving the NFL in 2018, Doug remained grounded. He stayed close to family, focused on giving back, and never lost that quiet humility that made fans love him. To the very end, he carried himself like a champion, with strength and grace. Today, the stadium lights may be dim, the roar of the crowd long gone, but his legacy shines brighter than ever. Because greatness isn't just about stats or trophies, it's about the mark you leave behind. Every fan who watched him break tackles remembers the fire in his eyes. Every teammate remembers the man who never gave up. Doug Martin's story will forever remind us that heroes come in all sizes, and that true strength doesn't come from muscle, but from heart. Now, as the sports world says goodbye, we celebrate a life that inspired millions. A son, a teammate, a fighter, a man who gave everything he had to the game he loved. He may have left this world too soon, but his runs, his spirit, his legacy, they live on. Doug Martin, gone but never forgotten. A warrior on the field. A legend in our hearts. Rest in peace, Doug. You gave everything to the game, and the game will never forget you.